A few weeks ago, my husband walked in from work and found me on the couch curled up in a blanket. He asked me if everything was all right, and I assured him that it was, but that I had just spent the day with friends and I was recovering. He understood right away because he's been married to me for a long time. Just so you understand too, let me introduce myself. My name is Alicia, and I am an introvert. In case you're wondering what an introvert is, don't worry, I'm about to tell you. First, I want to talk about some misconceptions people have about introverts. We've come a long way from when Freud first described introvertedness as pathologic or a form of neuroses. Scientists now realize that it's not just an absence or a failed attempt at extrovertedness. It goes far deeper than that. Introvertedness is a personality trait that's physiological. While it is true that introverts prefer aloneness and they avoid social settings, they prefer to observe and listen, it does not mean that they are innately shy or stuck up or unenthusiastic. They aren't lacking in opinions or antisocial even. They're not bored or capable or incapable of being the life of the party or having many friends. Chances are we all know someone who we think is an extrovert who really is an introvert. Sophia Dumming, in her book, The Introvert's Way, said, quote, "The funny thing about introverts is once they feel comfortable with you, they can be the funniest, most enjoyable people to be around. The things extroverts think are great fun, parties, group activities, chatting up strangers, aren't for us, which marks us strange to many people. And sometimes well-meaning folks actually grab our arms and try to drag us into doing things we don't think are fun, such as the hokey pokey, sing-alongs, bed and breakfasts. Sometimes we go to the theater and we get stuck in our own personal hell, which is called audience participation. We often attend parties out of a sense of obligation rather than with pleasure," end quote. What makes a person an introvert is not that they don't have the ability to do the things extroverted people do, it's that they don't enjoy it. I've spent time wondering if, in my own life, if there was something wrong with me or if I was deficient in some way. Because I have friends, but I have a very limited need to spend a lot of time with my friends or to spend long time periods with them. I rarely prompt to get together. I go to a lot of social things, but deep down, I'm usually wishing that I was home in my pajamas. I usually have to talk myself through any sort of event where there will be a lot of people. I absolutely love to people watch, but I don't want to be the center of attention. And I'll go to great lengths to avoid the telephone and the doorbell. Often after spending time with friends, I feel worn out or depleted. Once I began to understand what an introvert is, I began to understand myself better. As I stated earlier, introvertedness is a physiological personality trait. Every person gives and receives energy. Introverts and extroverts just do it completely differently. Let me explain. In this cartoon, it shows a group of extroverts and talks about how extroverts get their energy from outside sources. And so as they socialize and talk with other people, they're energized and they feel really good. Introverts kind of have this hamster ball around them, you know, their own self-made. And introverts give energy on contact. And so socializing and talking with others is hard work. And it often leaves an introvert feeling depleted or needing to recharge after having had a social experience. And this last cartoon I love, we have the extrovert and the introvert hiding. Because this energy is a limited resource, they tend to see extroverts as obnoxious predators out to steal their sweet, sweet energy juices. That's why they have the hamster ball of personal space. Well, even though I am an introvert, I don't see extroverts as obnoxious typically. So what makes, does this mean that introverts don't like other people, that they don't need other people? The answer to that is no. Introverts do like other people and they do need other people. They just connect with people in a different way. Introverts will speak up if they have something they feel passionate about. They like one-on-one conversation. They detest small talk. Introverts love a deep conversation and to self-disclose and have someone else self-disclose with them in a comfortable setting. Introverts seek after deep, intense relationships. There's many introverts all around us, and we're all different from each other. Here's a picture of a few famous people that have been labeled as introverts, just so you can see that they're everywhere. Abraham Lincoln made this list, and Gandhi, J.K. Rowling, Bill Gates, Albert Einstein. So during this speech, if you found yourself relating to me or seeing someone you love or know in the qualities that I've described, or if you've ever had someone walk in on you while you're curled up in a blanket recovering from a social outing, then you just might be an introvert too. Thanks for watching. Oh my. Well, I have to redo.